Yo! I'm the Manimal from famed Frankston party metal band Luv Muscle, and this is my rig rundown. Alright, so most of you that know me, some that don't, I'm sponsored by Jackson Charvel. When I say sponsored, I'm self-sponsored, but doesn't matter. Alright, we're gonna start with me 86. This is one of my main players. So it's in cocaine white, my favourite colour. Matching headstock. It's even got my, oh, you don't want to see my real name. Now in this one, you can see it's a little bit different. What is that? I ripped out the garbage that came from China. And then I threw in the EMG Reverse P and the EMG CS. That's usually my go-to to complete the Jacksons of old, but in a modern fast neck, you know the drill. Three-way selector. Now this is my special ingredient. All of these run a JE 2000 preamp from the original Jacksons from the 80s. I have a 9-volt battery pack in here. I made it active, obviously, to power this shit. So I carved that out with my teeth after a fucking beam session on the white stuff. It worked. But you'll see this in some of our videos on the prowl, whatnot. It is a pretty decent beast. I love these shark fin inlays, the ebony fretboard, looking good. This one's for the win. And obviously, you gotta match your straps to your guitars, eh? So, white lightning bolts usually what I see when you fucking get that nugget stuck right up into your sinuses. So I thought it was a perfect match. Anyway, moving on. These are very special. If you know, you know. This is a Charvel Model 3B, 1987, made in Japan. Obviously the snakeskin strap. Let me just adjust my reading glasses, I can't really see here. This was painted by Cam's Custom Guitar Workshop in candy green and yellow. Why green? Mainly because Rusty, the greatest shredder in all of Cannibal Creek, has blues. I really like blue. I wanted blue, but I figure we can't be a blue guitar band, so idiotically, and after too much alcohol, I went for green. I should have gone purple, but it matches my pants, so it's all good. So I play this guitar with these reading glasses, these pants, and mate, what's there to say about a 3B? Neck through, made in Japan, thick rosewood slab, again, JE 2000 preamp. There's nothing to this lightning, but I've got a little bit of something special here. If you see, I've got the Geezer Butler EMG pickups for that extra little bit of grunt underneath that punch. So probably contemplating between this one and Pink Bits. Which one I'll be buried with when my heart finally stops, but I'll work that out when we get there. Now, speaking of Pink Bits, this is Pink Bits. So, Pink Bits was one of 50 ever made in Burgundy Mist. It's a Charvel Model 4B. This one's from 1988. It is 110% original. Somebody played this and slapped it in the closet, and then when Rusty tried to revamp an 80s metal band in Luv Muscle, and he found me under the bridge, and he said, "Hey, do you want to play bass? We're bringing back party metal." And I said, "Absolutely." I went and found my old bass from 1988. I flew all the way to Japan, across the seas, I fought Godzillas, everything, and I got one. And here it is. This is the OG. It is got a few nicks and scratches, but untouched. 1 of 50, you can't go wrong. It has the Jackson high output, split coil, singles, the J150, I forgot what this one's called. Again, the selector. I always rock it on the neck pickup. What do you need that for? I'm not Jaco Pretorius, it's not like I can play or anything. So, this one, probably my favorite in my collection. And what a collection! One that causes an erection. So, before we move to the other side, since we're already here, actually, today's video is proudly sponsored by Carlton Dry. So, Mr. Cameraman, if you'll do the honors and choose me. We were originally sponsored by Cause. When I say sponsored, we were self-sponsored, and I made a whole handful of Instagram videos and whatnot to get them to sponsor us as a band. We were going to put their logo on Axel Beats Kick Drum, but they ignored me, so screw them. So Carlton Dry it is, keep it Aussie, mate, just like the most Aussiest band you've ever seen. This is how I dress to get to the pub. Anyway, those are my three main players. They're in the special corner. Alright, vocals. I do a lot of backup vocals. I'm the greatest singer in all of Kananook Creek. Everyone knows it except for Rusty. So, who fucking uses anything else other than a Shure SM58? This is the go-to microphone. If you know, you know. Yeah, I'm a pick player predominantly. I do slap a bit of fingers here and there. Tordex Triangle 0.88. These are the best ones for bass. If you play anything else, you're wrong. Pedalboard. So this is my homeless Behringer pedalboard, but it does the job. I'm a big believer in Boss pedals, so what else are you gonna have other than a Boss tuner? I mean, NUX, rubbish. Everyone else has got all this rubbish. Boss, OG, it's been around as long as I've been around. So I use that for my compressor, my tuner, the flange on songs like Sands of Time, and the chorus. I don't even know why I've got that there. I've probably used it once in my life, but it's there. You never know. Now everything's Boss except for these two. Like I said, if you know, you know. The old Sansamp bass driver DI. Maybe don't show them my special settings. These are top secret. That's like, I'm gonna have to kill everyone that watches these views, you know. But what you can show them is my custom made pedal. This is my distortion pedal for bass overdrive. What happened was, I had a dream at night, and the gods of 80s metal came to me and they said, you need to find this man and he'll make you the ultimate 80s metal bass overdrive distortion pedal. And I said, in the morning when I woke up, where do I find such a man? And then there was like a boom, like a voice in my head. I'm not sure if it was the cocaine or if it was real, but either way, I found the guy. And he made me a pedal, and I was like, awesome, is it plug and play? And he goes, no. He said, first thing you gotta do is on the next stormy, thunderous night, you gotta walk up to Mount Dandenong, and then you've gotta hold it up into the lightning and the rain, and the gods of 80s metal will bless this pedal, and then you can use it. So that's what I did. Basically, at the fight tigers and lions that are common here in Melbourne, you know, they're everywhere. You've got to chase them out with a tennis racket just to get to your car. And when I finally got there, just screamed like, ah, the lightning hit it, and you know, my hair went white. I had to dye this shit. This has died. Got my wife to dye it. And then when I came back, I plugged it in. I reckon I overturned 4 cars across the street here from the boom room. And that's when I knew this is the one. So I put some nuclear fallout logos just so everyone knows, don't touch, this is danger. This is the ultimate pedal. Anyway, that's this half. Yeah, just here in the boom room still, I forgot what we were even fucking doing. You'll see here, this is my house in Frankston. I have my own boom room. I moved here because we were getting so big in the clubs and the pubs and on the street with all the homeless people at the soup kitchen. They were just like, wow, Luv Muscle. I said to the boys, we gotta move to Franga. So I told my wife and she was like, absolutely not. I'm like, right, now we're here. And the compromise was, she gets the whole house. I get the boom room and I get the Luv Muscle garage. We'll get there shortly. Behind me here, you'll see a list of the greatest songs ever made. And some of these songs, like Cruisin'. Cruisin' is our stairway to heaven. Everyone knows it. If you've heard it once, this is a masterpiece. Other songs like Sleepless Nights, Impregnable Fortress, Sands of Times, these should be preserved in the National Archives for great cultural importance here in Australia, or at least in Frankston, because that's us. This is our band, this is our music, you can't go wrong. Anyway, moving on. I'm going to jump on this side of my massive boom room. This is the Jackson side. Mr. Cameraman, if you could show this keyboard. A lot of people don't know, but I'm actually a classically trained musician. All of the music that I write with Rusty and the other boys, I write here. You know, I can play things like you wouldn't believe. You know, I can show you a little bit of something. We'll just cut that. Alright, yeah. Anyway, moving on. So, where do I start? This is David Ellison's 2016 signature bass, or it started off that way. Little bit of trivia, I actually taught David Ellison how to play. He saw me at a show in 1983 and he was like, well, when I grow up, I want to be a rock star. And he veered off into that thrash crap after. Well, I don't know what happened after, we just cut ties. But he said it was something to do with my spandex, whatever. So, because of that, I didn't want a Quicksilver rubbish, so this is Thunder Lips. Thunder Lips was a bass that I got custom painted in, I don't know if this light is showing it, but it is a deep blue with a purple pearl. It has 6 coats of purple pearl, and it is an absolute beauty. All gold hardware. Hipshot USA, Optima Gold 24 karat strings. These cost more than my car. You wouldn't believe it, but they sound great. Block and Clang preamp, and the EMGs. I'm self-sponsored by EMG. You'll notice a theme here. All my basses run EMG, except for the OG Pink Bits, and that's because that's a very special bass that I don't want to hack. This one has a quarter saw neck, super fast, 22 frets. It is an absolute beauty. This is what I played mostly when Luv Muscle started, when we were just covering other people's songs and whatnot, but then when things just started to get a little bit too extreme, the music was just on fire. David Ellison's bass just couldn't keep up because he just can't play as well, you know how it is. So I had to design something one-up. Side note, this one's for sale, so check it out on Facebook Marketplace. If you're around Frankston, you can buy this, or hit me up. Now, this is Snake. I have a whole video based on this bass, pun intended. I'll leave the card somewhere up here where I can link that and you can watch that after this. So, what's going on here? Just a quick rundown. This was a Jackson JS3Q, off the shelf in garbage black. No one likes black. Look at what we look like and how we play. So, what's more epic than a snakeskin? That's right, nothing. So this is a skin that I got from Insane Skins. They custom made it for this bass, and I stuck it on, sprayed on my own Blackburst, and then everything else from there is just turned up to 11. You think you're listening to the band Nitro. Yeah, I have an EMG X Alnico Reverse P in a slope bar, and an EMG X CS in the bridge. I have a J2000 preamp with a 3-way toggle. I have the kill switch that you can rapid fire that actually glows. You'll see it in that video. And again, Hip Shot USA with the brass inserts gives you that tone, unmistakable tone. This thing is a beast. So if there was ever war, hardship, famine, just plug this thing in and boom, you got yourself, you take out 50 people at a time just from the open E on its own. I recommend starting with the G. I think that's a G, I don't know, we'll work it out later. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Cameraman. And now, second last, this is my Jackson Almondine. This is my red burst off-the-shelf bass. It looks like a stock Jackson. It is a 5-string. I don't play 5 strings very often, but when I do, it just pushes melt, which is why I have to keep this on the wall for the most part. I am a married man, contrary to popular belief, but some songs call for it, having that low B. If you want to play in drop D, this is the one. This has twin DC pickups, so all my other ones run a neck P. This is in twin DCs. The reason being is because I like that twang and clang. Having that B string, it's just a little bit too deep, so it sounds good with the P, but I can get better stuff out of it with the double DCs. It's more of a modern setup, but that's running through a BQS system, an EMG BQS. Has the upper mids, lower mids, treble bass, and then volume you can blend the pickups. Wilkinson tuners, and everything about this bass is awesome. I actually love playing this bass, but Luv Muscle just can't handle it at the moment, so I have to kind of tone it down a little bit. Like I have to turn it from 11 to like 10.5, so I'll keep the 4s. I don't want to scare people off. You know, Rusty will end up packing his bags and going. If I played this on a regular, he'd be like, I can't keep up. So, but yeah, this is, and again, you know, this thing just takes names, so it has to have the bullet strap. Everyone's had a bullet strap at least once in their life. This one stays with the 5-banger. Going back on straps, this is my Jackson custom strap. So I emailed Jackson to send me a custom strap, and they just told me to bugger right off. So then what I did was I spent time with the texter and I made my own. And it turned out pretty good. Mr. Cameraman thought it was legit, and between you and I, it's not. This is my own. We're endorsed by Jackson, Charvel, Ibanez when it comes to Rusty, EMG, Hardkey, but we're self-endorsed Roland, you know. I don't know how endorsements are normally supposed to work, but here in Luv Muscle we give them money and they endorse us. Works for me. Alright. That's pretty much the boom room, except for a couple of knick-knack items. You'll notice here an acoustic bass, and I know what you're thinking. Everyone's like, oh, shut up, shut up. Yes, they're quiet. Yes, they sound like shit. But what do we have in today's world? Everything went literally downhill since grunge to now. We're in 2024. Alright? Now everyone's like, oh, I'm just plugging into my hair with my little built-in TV picker. I didn't hear myself play it. Bugger off. bugger off. Here I can play, I can fiddle around, I can hear myself, screaming kids and wife over there, they don't hear nothing. I write a lot of the songs on this. This particular one is Samick. Yes, I liked it because it had a really good cutout. It's thin for an acoustic and it has virtually the same neck as my Jacksons and Charvel, so it makes it really easy to sit here, play. Yes, I play with the pick, I play with fingers a lot when I'm on this, keeps it more quieter, keeps my skills somewhat in the okay bassist kind of, best bassist in Luv Muscle so far, so that's all that matters to me. Not by much, but yeah. A bit of trivia for you. Axel Beats and the Wizard can both play the bass too. So that's what I use. It is pretty good. Very excellent for around the house, quiet nights, or when inspiration strikes, and then another, you know, National Archive hit pops into this boost sponge of mine. I can quickly grab this, come in the boom room, boom, song's written, done. Right, next we move on to amps. This is my little practice amp. If you noticed with the microphone here, I've got the little HD50. This is where I rehearse all of our gigs, you know, massive crowds. You don't want to be in front of the people that we're in front of and not honing your chops. So I have my own concerts here before we have a concert. Last time Wizard, what was it? We had a whopping 4 people. That was the biggest crowd we've ever pulled in Luv Muscle history. And I'm not gonna lie, I got pretty nervous, so that's why I set this up, and I was like, mate, if we're playing for numbers like that, we're going to really have to hone in our skills. So, the HD50, it's a high drive, everyone knows, hard key, you can't have anything else. This was the who's who of the backline of the era that I'm from. So, you know, that aluminium cone gives you that punch straight through the mix. All the big guitars, the whopping drums, the vocals, everything, you can hear that tone. So, the paper on the outside, that's what gives you the warmth. And this little bugger here is a little mini replica of my big stage stadium rig that we're going to go see right now. The Luv Muscle Garage, where most of the magic happens other than this room. This is how I keep my looks intact. So let's go. You can probably hear the hairdryer going, and that's my makeup artist and my hair lady. She keeps all this perm going. She's just working on concepts for my next hairstyle, so ignore the hairdryer. She's doing good work over there. In we go into the Luv Muscle Garage. So we can't come to Luv Muscle Garage without seeing the Luv Muscle banner. This is what we put up in our stadiums in Frankston and all that. 4 people that were there last time, they had no idea what hit them. When they saw this, I was like, this band must be serious. Alright, moving on. This is my stadium rig. This is the same amp I've been using since 1989. When everything went to shit, this thing came with me, and thank the Lord Almighty it did, because I have never played through a better amp and cab system ever. I have 3500 MOSFET, and if you know, it's not the normal HA3500, this one's the MOSFET. This one will put hair on your chest, make women grow balls before this whole left-wing conspiracy. And running that is my 4.5 XL, so 4x10 hard key aluminium, I forgot. Some Yanks on my channel will call it aluminum. It's aluminium, you fucking smoke cunt. Anyway, cheers to that. So, just like before, the aluminium gives you that punch. You can punch right through Rusty's rubbish fucking tone. It's so bright, burst my ears, I'm bursting back. We basically have Mortal Kombat on stage, you know, his crate amps, my hard key. It's like Scorpion and Sub-Zero, you know what I mean? So that, the 4.5, because it's got that little tweeter for that extra treble boost, just to like, it's like a little 9mm, just straight into that Ibanez pickups. And then to finish it off and round it off, this is the poor man's hard drive. I meant high drive. A few too many sponsorships. This keeps the warmth, and coupled with the aluminium cones, this, trust me, if you find this on Marketplace, you won't go wrong. It also has a horn down there, just for an extra little 9mm, like a SMG. You're just shooting away at all those guitars. Doesn't matter what your guitarist is playing, doesn't matter what he's playing through. He can have a 16x10, irrelevant. All you need is a 4.5x10 and a 1x15 paper and a MOSFET, and you could play the shows as big as ours. Huge shows. I think the next one's going to draw an uncontrollable crowd, probably 6 to 10 people. I don't even know what I'm going to do, but I know that if I turn this up past 1, they're all going to go blown back into the car park where they came from. Anyway, I've got beer to drink, so this was my rig rundown. Please like, comment, subscribe for more videos like this. The next one, I think Mr. Cameraman's going to go and head down to Rusty Nail's place and tune in for that one. That shouldn't be too long from now, and you don't want to miss that one, because even though I talk a lot of trash, he's got some good gear. Just listen to him play. Anyway, I've been Manimal from Luv Muscle, and you haven't.